Okay.
Recording?
Yeah.
All right, so the one thing I want to look at is on this is the first thing is because in order to load it, what people are doing is actually they're having to pull on this, and you can see that this is starting to tear away. This is what I was discussing yesterday. So, and I'm afraid it's going to continue going more. So I think we just need to do some overlapping stitches on that area and reinforce that really heavy, and probably on both sides. But this is the one that really where the problem's at. Otherwise, it looks like it's pretty good all around. Now, as far as being able to pull out, this is the this is without the tourniquet. And again, I don't have this on a belt, but if it was on a belt, you can see that the pull it seems slow this way, but actually when you're reaching back and grabbing it, it actually pulls out pretty fast. What I'm going to do is recommend that we, for all the conversions, is get rid of this rapid and replace it with the beacon. And that step alone, just for the without a tourniquet, is gonna improve that performance. Just with that simple change. Let me put it back, which will should make loading easier too. So what I usually do is just grab on this, and then you'll see this is where that pull's at, and essentially just pulling like that, and then one last pull on there. You can see the load's really easy, and then the withdrawal is even faster. Now, if we take the tourniquet and put it in there, it's really difficult with the rapid, but by putting the tourniquet in, obviously we're going to take the tourniquet, I requested they take the tourniquet out of the wrapper, but you can see just on this alone, just trying to get it closed up is a challenge. And again, I try to, if it's hard to get it zipped like that with it in there, I mean, just to get it zipped up, it's going to be really hard, I suspect, to unzip it. But we'll see here in a second. I'm trying to get these to the point where they're on the side. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and load that. And I guarantee it should be pretty significant effort. And I don't know, again, I don't know whether we've made any changes to the carrier to make it a little wider since this iteration was fielded, but it's going to be really hard to load that in there. And I think this is going to be a frustration point for them. So, as we talk about the intermediate, I don't even know that I can really. Trying to get that loaded in there itself to the paint, but let's just look at the contents. So this has a battle wrap, battle bandage, Fox seal, and then the gloves we talked about. You can see that this one actually has the folded up in the bag, and then this, and then here. Oh, And here's the March quick start guide. So as I told you, this needs to come out. Let's try it without that. See if that makes a difference. Alright, so these are pretty tight in there. And maybe it'll make a little difference in space. Already a little bit easier to zip. So maybe it'll be a okay. So we're gonna load that. Now let's try to load it again. Oh. Still definitely a pain. Yeah, so this is where I don't even know how we're gonna get that thing in there. Get over that part. And again, this will be where these edges will certainly need to be reinforced, because they're going to have to pull pretty significantly to reload that. All right. Okay. So without that quick start guide, I was able to get it in here. And then when we make sure that my recommendation for the tactical guys when make sure they're wearing this is always tuck the strings in and the red threads to reduce the catch hazards. So when they're working, when they're going through something, they're not going to get caught up on something. But they should still be able to reach in there, feel the loop, pull the loop out. And then again, this will be secured on their belt. So for a personal draw, it's going to be difficult under stress, but I think for a buddy application, I don't think it's going to be a problem. So again, these are really designed for entry teams when another officer goes down in that stack, that they have the ability to pull the officer's kit out. So I think this is feasible. Again, they're going to face a little frustration in trying to load it, but I definitely think we can do it, as long as we get rid of the quick start guide and and go from the beacon and go to the beacon. But I think this might then, every time that they reload it, and they shouldn't have to reload it too many times, once they get it, it should actually be on their belt. I'm trying to get them to train with it when they're on the range, so they should be pulling it out more often, but I'm hoping that this will stretch out. The neoprene may stretch out a little bit every time that they play with it. There you go. So it's certainly doable, but it's just not as it was initially designed. But I don't think they're going to have any problems with it. It's just, I certainly think there'll be some frustration, but I think it's fine as long as we go to Beacon. And here you go. With that, I think we're good. All right. I appreciate the time on it. Thanks.